Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective, and I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to use them for the collective advantage as well. So I was seeing a couple codes before I came on. I saw 911, so we know that's urgent. We can have, some tower energy. In the energy 304, definitely somebody on some low vibrational behavior. Those blueies sound like they're active. And 504, which is letting me know it's war out in these streets. So without further ado, let's get straight into the message. So Spirit, what would you like us to know today? What is in the energy today? The gift. Okay, so right after the gift, I see this on the bottom of the deck. And I'm just hearing daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. I did see 214 as well. So let's see. Someone is maybe daydreaming about vacationing. Perhaps with you. I'm hearing for you. A vacation for you. So whatever, vacation or getaway you might be dreaming of, perhaps that's the gift that's coming in. I'm hearing a life you don't need a vacation from. Yeah, you've been planting these seeds to build this life you don't need a vacation from. So someone's receiving a gift, perhaps of eternal love, family. So, yes. And then we have 22 here. So balance coming in relationships. It looks like I also saw 666 before coming on. So definitely heavy on relationships, family. This eternal love is definitely standing out. So let's see, Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this? Someone is coming to a compromise, and we have 33 up there. So you could be master teacher number 33 or something about that could be significant for you. Perhaps you're 33. I'm getting between 33 and 56. Perhaps you or a loved one is confinement here. But what I'm getting from that is someone making up their mind, right? You are ready to compromise after being in this confined energy, right? So, maybe you've been confined for some time in a job situation, a family situation, just in situations and circumstances that you feel like you need a vacation from. And, you've been working hard to put in the work to kind of cultivate a life you don't need a vacation from, right? Something about that is significant. You could be on vacation, about to go to vacation, but this is giving me heavy, just building that dream life. You want all the things, the eternal love, the family. So you had to come to not just a compromise, but an understanding. I'm seeing agreements with self, right? That you would no longer be in this confined energy, confining yourself to, I'm hearing the smaller things in life. You won't confine yourself to limiting yourself, right? You've had yourself in this cage, right? Mind, body, and soul is what I'm hearing. Oh, seriously, read this card. You've been overloaded, overwhelming self, just by boxing yourself in the mind. And now I'm getting your higher self is ready to pull you out of this energy, or you've connected with your higher self to pull you out of this energy. Spirit, what else? Ooh, would you like us to know? It wouldn't be a reading if we didn't drop it on the floor. Real estate coming in. So perhaps you're looking to, I'm hearing, build a home. Or again, we see partnerships as well. What I'm getting from that is you're working on stability. We know houses symbolize stability. I'm getting someone is actually working on building an actual home for self, purchasing a home, but your overall stability is what you're looking forward to manifesting, right? After being in this energy of just being complacent for so long, so overwhelmed with work stresses from what it looks like, right? And possibly family ties, obligations, right? We do know that, while we love our loved ones, sometimes they can confine us by their expectations, or we can feel confined by expectations of family, right? So you are now coming to this compromise, is what I'm getting, or this understanding and agreement that no longer will you be overworking, self confining, self restricting your energy, right? You took some time out to yourself. I'm getting you or were in spaces where you were in a room full of people and you still felt alone, right? I can resonate with that energy. Yes, definitely with that coming under the family card. Perhaps you feel alone within your family. Perhaps you're that lone wolf. Wolves definitely are significant. I've been seeing wolves all day. You might want to look up the spiritual meaning behind wolves. Should have did that before I came on. You could be the lone wolf, you could be the black sheep. Any of those things may resonate with you, but just with that loneliness coming under the family card, you feel like the outsider, right? The one that's misunderstood or not understood, not fitting in with the so-called family here. I'm getting blood family doesn't feel like family. They, perhaps you feel otherworldly. You feel like you don't belong here. You feel like you can't relate to many people. What's funny is I was kind of reflecting on that as well. So that could definitely be in your energy. So we have imagination and robbery. What is that? I'm hearing a song. It was just my imagination running away with me. So perhaps you use your imagination, right? You're in your head a lot. You're a lone wolf, you're by yourself, you're in your head a lot, and that kind of can be a thief of joy because you're always thinking, coulda, woulda, should have is what I'm getting, right? So, with confinement and robbery right underneath it, this boxed in thinking robbed you of imagining better, of seeing better for yourself, kind of being in that childlike energy, embracing your inner child to manifest different for yourself or connect with your inner imagination, your childlike imagination, to see what you could do, what you can manifest in life. You kind of boxed yourself into just complacent thinking, and look at that box, right? As the TV, like just kind of sticking to what you've always seen, what you've always done, what people have always done, what you've always seen other people do, right? I'm just getting like, go to school, get the job, do the thing, make the money, date the person, have the kids. And that just led you to overload. You didn't really think outside of the box, right? You were stuck in this box thinking. You didn't think outside of the box. what could I possibly do? What are my gifts? How far can I go? Dreaming bigger and better, seeing yourself higher, right? And with this, I'm just getting you, it looked good on paper. You did the things that look good on paper. So you were feeling lost for quite some time, I'm getting. As we all do. Don't be hard on yourself about it. Just know that it's good that you finally come to that recognition that you can create for yourself. Collaboration. So perhaps you have collaborations coming through. You are overwhelmed possibly by the collaborations you were with. That's, again, like I'm saying, perhaps this could be familial, this could be relationships, but perhaps your your prior collaborations, your prior engagements had you in this overwhelmed, I was about to say overlooked energy. So you were overlooked by people and places and things at work, perhaps, right? And probably because you weren't aligned for it anyway, right? So a lot of times what we don't recognize is the things that aren't meant for us. The Most High will take down and tear apart. You could either do it the easy way or the hard way, right? But we're supposed to recognize when the things, people, situations aren't working out for our highest good, when things are unnecessarily overwhelming, right? So everything won't be easy, but everything shouldn't be so overwhelming. I'm just hearing tension, tenseful. Someone's tense. Perhaps you need a massage. Perhaps that's a gift that's coming in, or something you can gift yourself is getting a massage if that is feasible for your budget. But yeah, these collaborations, I'm getting new collaborations coming in, or you're just thinking about mapping out stuff, strategizing, right? How can you do something differently? How can you get out of this overwhelmed energy and back into this imaginative, childlike energy where you see a higher future for yourself? Spirit, what else would you like us to know about this? Give. As I said, strategizing. So now you're in the energy. 48 could be significant. You could be 48. You could be a male, or have a male in your energy with a beard. Some of that beard is standing out today. Or mustache, I said beard. Oh, excuse me, confirmation group. But as I said, you were strategizing. You're trying to figure it out now, right? You're trying to come up with ways to get out of this energy of feeling so, I'm hearing just, I'm hearing outstranded, but that's not the word. Outcasted is the word. You're looking for your team, your soul tribe. So you're trying to strategize on how to move forward with the pieces that you got, right? With the cards you've been dealt, with the pieces that you got. How can you take what you have here and make it into stability, something you can be proud of, partnerships, eternal love, family? How can you come out of this loneliness energy of feeling like the lone wolf, feeling like you're the only one who gets you, right? So I'm hearing star seed energy, definitely star seed energy. You just feel like you're not from here. So do we have anything else? And then, no, okay. I'm hearing to go to another deck. So let's do some work your light from, this is Rebecca Campbell's Oracle deck. So Before I even shuffle, I have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Coming up with that grand plan. So let's give these a shuffle and see what we come up with from this Work Your Light Oracle deck. Because if you are a light worker, a star seed, then something in here must resonate for you. I'm seeing answer the call. So something's calling to you. What is your soul calling you to do? That's the question you need to ask yourself and follow that divine guidance, right? Perhaps you need to go out in nature and seek the answers. You see how she's kind of like sitting, like meditating in nature. Also, I'm seeing rain. Some type of precipitation could be significant. Perhaps you get your downloads or inspiration in precipitation, rainy weather, water could be significant. Yes, heavy on the water. We have waterfalls, we have a stream, we have water falling. Definitely need to answer the call. Go within. Ask your spirit guides, spirit team, spirit, whatever you resonate with, ancestors. Then we have Lumeria. You can resonate with the Lumerian. So you might want to look that up. Again, heavy on the water, waterfalls everywhere. So you can be emotional right now, just trying to figure this out. This again gives very much loneliness energy, kind of in that solitude, trying to work it out, figure out where do you go from here. And I'm just here and just go within and kind of harness those emotions, because even though there's a lot of water and it might be water falling, a lot of emotions falling, tears falling, it's beautiful, right? That's cleansing, that's purging. It's a natural process. So if you are in that energy, just recognize and understand that this too shall pass. That's one of my dad's favorite sayings. So release, purge as you need to, and understand that, you know, where you are in the journey right now is where you're meant to be. Don't focus on the past. Look ahead towards the sun, right? Keep your head up. Follow that inner light, right? Follow your star guidance is what I'm hearing. Your star seed guidance. Something about that is significant. But yeah, definitely you want to look up Lumeria. That was my first time seeing this card. Next, we have Council of Lights. So it says divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So just know that I'm hearing that Michael Jackson song, "You are not alone. I am here with you." So we have divine helpers orchestrating this, helping you through this, right? And though you may feel alone here, excuse me, I can resonate with this energy a lot. You may feel alone here. Just know your spirit team is on heavy standby, right? They're always with you, guiding you, right? And these are, we have Christ, we have Buddha, some other people I don't recognize, right? I would say this is someone of the Muslim faith, right? So heavy on the faith, heavy on you leaning on your faith, whatever that is for you. And as you can see, they're all together. So that lets you know that don't focus too much on, you know, the messenger or being right or wrong within. If you're a religious person, that's what I'm getting, being that I picked up that energy. It's all encompassing. It's all one. It's all divine energy, right? And whatever resonates with you for a reason. So just feel comfortable and confident in that. But yeah, definitely know that you're not alone here, and you have a heavy spiritual team with you. So perhaps this was just some encouragement. Perhaps what I'm getting from this, the wars within in this message, right? So sometimes we have to battle our own mind, right? And keeping ourselves confined, boxed in into what we think we should be doing, what we think the path ought to be. This is definitely a message of, just flow and co-create with your spirit team. Allow yourself to go within, to embrace this inner child, this imagination, and harness your gifts, right? I'm always talking about that here on this channel. Wherever your natural gifts are, you should be trying to call those in, hone those in, so that you can get into your purpose. That's what makes us fulfilled, right? So you could have the house, the car, the money, the land, the things, right? The career, and still not feel fulfilled, right? You could be surrounded by family and still feel alone, right? You could have the relationship and still not feel fulfilled. That's because we are supposed to be seeking purpose. So while you have fulfilled the fleshly things, right, the soul wants what the soul wants, right? And it's going to keep pulling you to that place. So definitely get into the energy of flow, connect with your spirit team, to understand where you are to go next in this journey, how you are to get there, what you're meant to use, and know that it will be okay. I'm just seeing a 1 on my wrong clock. So 1 is just the start of a new path, a new journey, being confident and having that, independence and determination to go forward and strategize and go on this new journey. So feel comfortable and confident that even though you might feel alone on this new path, this new journey, it might be scary. You might feel uncomfortable. You might feel a bit lost, right? On where to go, what to do, emotional at times. Just know you have a heavy spiritual team with you. You could always seek guidance and support with. You are not alone. So I'm glad that I could come on and provide this message of encouragement to you guys. I am on the journey with you guys too, so I definitely can relate to this energy. There are times where you'll feel ultra confident and you feel like you know exactly what you're supposed to do. And then the next minute you feel like, are y'all sure this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Because it sure don't feel like it. It feels confusing. It feels awkward. It feels weird. Just remember that you're doing a new thing and you're becoming a person you've never become. Just remember you're doing a new thing and you're becoming a new person, someone you've never been, right? So you are having to learn how to operate and use the skills of a person you have never been. So of course it would be foreign, of course it would be new, but just know that you are guided along this journey, along this path. Something about this black feather is significant. Crows or ravens could be significant. I just saw a video yesterday and found out they can talk. So parrots are not the only birds that can talk. So you just might be getting revelations about yourself or just learning new information or energy. Spirit, is there any other messages you want us to get? I'm seeing more info is needed. So yeah, you definitely need to go within and figure out if something's calling you and you're confused about it. Seek the answers. Why it's calling you. Eating habits could be significant. You might need to do a spiritual fast. You might need to, I'm hearing, pray more. So maybe that's why that card came up. Right? Because we are what we feed ourselves. We are what we consume, not just eat. So I'm hearing that's it. So let's get some letters. Let's get some letters and see what comes with that. We'll do a little handful this time. I have H, F, FH. Oh Lord. Of course, that to me that signifies a funeral home. A, J is significant. J, A, Z, or N, E, P, O. Perhaps you have a PO. I have DO, so something you need to do. I'm seeing do as in DOO. So perhaps you need to go to the bathroom, release. Maybe that's why that. Eating habits came up to do like a flush or a cleanse. If you're feeling bogged down, I'm getting mentally, spiritually. Sometimes, what we go through or how we feel is indicative of, what's going on inside. So a cleanse is always good. V, E, J, and M. So any of those letters could be significant. I'm seeing mop. Perhaps you need to cleanse your energy, cleanse your area, right? Cleanliness is next to godliness, what I'm getting, but just understand that unclean spirits dwell in unclean places. So if you're feeling bogged down with this heaviness and emotional energy, perhaps it is a sign to cleanse your energy. AM is significant, so the morning could be significant. Perhaps that's something you can do in the morning or start in the morning is what I'm getting. Think it over. QVP W map again, just with that strategizing map. Somebody will be put on the map, maybe in the AM. Z is significant. J, I'm seeing JJ. That could be somebody's initials. PJ, VJ, JV. Yoni cleanse. Maybe you were considering that. That's definitely a good decision if you were. I'm just seeing oh. I don't know what that's from. Maybe that's significant. D. Okay, maybe the do-over is significant. So my last video could be significant. If you haven't tuned into my last video, the divine is gifting someone a do-over. You might want to check that out. I almost forgot to end the reading with what's T. So let's see what's T. What does our Yogi T have to say to us today? And that is on time. You are unlimited. So just understand and know that you are unlimited. You are not to be confined. Do not box yourself in. While you won't allow anyone else to box yourself, while you won't allow anyone else to box you in, don't box your own self in, right? You are the gift. You are unlimited. So embrace that, know that, and go forward with the strength, knowing that you have unlimited potential to be whatever it is you want to be, but more specifically, what Spirit the Most High called you to be. So be confident in that energy. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. Remember, seek purpose, not just paychecks. Go in love and light. Be the change you wish to see in the world. And if you overstand, you don't have to try to understand, right? So let's seek the knowledge and information. Go within, connect with your spirit team, and until next time, stay encouraged. This energy will lift. Just know that, sometimes there are ebbs and flows in the journey. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. This too shall pass. And with that being said, guys, until next time, peace.